wealthy grandfather decided to test the hearts of his three granddaughters before choosing who would inherit his estate. He disguised himself as a blind elderly man struggling with grocery bags. First, he stood outside the youngest granddaughter's apartment building. When she walked by, he pretended to stumble and dropped his groceries everywhere. The youngest granddaughter looked at him, rolled her eyes, and said, "You should be more careful, old man." She stepped over the scattered groceries and walked away. The next day, he stood outside the middle granddaughter's home. When she walked by, he again stumbled and dropped his groceries. The middle granddaughter glanced at him and said, "Sorry, I'm running late for an important meeting." She hurried past without helping. The next day, he stood outside the oldest granddaughter's home. When she walked by, he stumbled and dropped everything. The oldest granddaughter immediately rushed over. "Sir, let me help you," she said. She picked up every item, placed them back in his bags, and asked, "Where are you headed?" "I can walk with you." She spent 20 minutes helping him reach his destination. A week later, the grandfather invited all three granddaughters to his mansion. They gathered in the living room, curious about the sudden meeting. The grandfather stood up and announced, "I am ready to pass on my estate. One of you will inherit everything," the youngest said. "I deserve it, Grandpa. I have a successful career and can manage your wealth wisely." The middle granddaughter argued, "No, I deserve it. I visit you every holiday and bring you expensive gifts." The grandfather turned to his oldest granddaughter, smiled, and said, "You are the one who will inherit my estate." The other two sisters were shocked and demanded an explanation. The grandfather removed a pair of dark glasses from his pocket and said, "I was the blind old man who dropped his groceries in front of each of you. Your youngest sister ignored me. Your middle sister was too busy. But you stopped everything to help a stranger in need." He continued, "Kindness cannot be faked. It shows who you truly are when no one important is watching." The oldest granddaughter hugged her grandfather, with tears in her eyes. Drop a heart if you believe kindness to strangers reveals your true character.